facility that we need to.
Right. And what I'm thinking is that, so we'll have games midweek. I plan to staff it myself or recruit somebody that week to open that and just have a basic, just packaged goods, no cooking or anything like that. Just a basic, we might have popcorn, but just some soda, water, Gatorades, candy, chips, that sort of thing. Just because even during the week when there's practices out there, we could probably, if you added it up over the 3 or 4 months, we probably could add a little bit to at least help pay a portion of the electric bill, you know, so every little bit counts for sure. You know, because, you know, when you see what we're putting into it, a lot of that is, it's not like anybody has deep pockets here and we're pouring in a bunch of money. We've just have touched the hearts of people to come on board, present the vision to them, and they've wanted to be a part of it. So we've got a lot of support from that. I am so sorry I've taken this much time, but I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
I got one. When you advertised for signups this year, did you advertise anywhere around here with the kids from Atlanta?
Absolutely. Yep.
Where was your advertising?
We advertised at the park, and we talked to people when they came in. We had big signs up where we were parking cars. We had signs out here, and we had a sign up at the breakfast.
Cool. You don't do anything like send anything to the schools that sign up as certain dates or any of that?
Well, so it's a little political there because we don't want Hamilton Heights to feel like we're coming in on their area, because we've got 2 or 3 Hamilton Heights teams playing in the One Orphan Foundation, and we have Tipton playing in the One Orphan Foundation. So we're trying to come in, and we're kind of coming into their area, but we want to be cordial, and so we don't want to be, you know, people will think, oh, well, you're coming and recruiting our kids and that sort of thing. So we want to make sure that we're available, we're there to put sign up. So like, we'll do the same thing this fall, because that's when the teams are decided, are in the fall. And so then coming into the spring, there might be a position or two that, or a roster spot or two, but we really do our recruiting in that fall time period. And so we have our team set by September, just early into early October.
Can you put a sign up here at the town hall?
Yeah.
Would love to.
Yeah, I mean, my son, I got 4 grandkids down the corner. My son didn't know anything about sign-ups around here in town, so.
The places that you posted are mainly where they were parking at. Those are people from out of town, and the kids and people would not have seen that locally. And my whole thing about leasing this to your corporation was, my whole point of being in favor of this was that kids from this community would be aware of it and be able to play out there. And if they're unaware of it,
can we do a cooperative? Is there something that we can do as a town? And we'd be glad to do a co-op. What avenues do you have available?
What did they used to do for sign-ups? Because I don't ever remember.
Just town hall. Yeah, just put a sign up in the window.
I don't ever remember hanging a sign up in the window. Do you, Jennifer?
They passed them out at the schools.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of times they send to school like certain
Well, we could put it on the
sports
town
events for
Facebook
different
page or something.
communities.
Yeah,
or something.
that'd be
That's
I'd
what
probably
the
get it
kids
like
at
this
school
way.
can see
Could
it.
you put it on the water bill?
We could do that. Well,
That would get to more
depends on
people
how
than
much
anything.
space. I mean, we have a very small amount of space that we can
Yeah,
put
but
in
you
there.
could
But
put baseball sign-ups and just put a date.
we could put something. We could put it on town Facebook too.
That'd be awesome.
Get it out.
Hey, the more people that we can get out and the more people that we can have from this community, I know we'll probably have a second team from Tipton come next year. There's been a ton of people that have, the one thing we've not really ever had to do because of the nature of our organization is really recruit. And so, but
It's been word of
there's,
mouth.
yeah, it has been word of mouth. But as far as right here in Atlanta, I'd love to have a whole team that was fielded just from kids from this community. So now the chances of that probably aren't, but maybe around the full area that we could. Tipton's close, Hamilton Heights, Arcadia, Cicero. There's a good opportunity there, but I think that that's a goal. We talked about it last night at our board meeting, actually, that one of the things that we need to do is try to get more involvement in this local community. And you know, there was one family, because we were offering 7U and 8U for free, to play for free. There was we ended up only with, we were budgeted to be able to do teams, but we didn't have enough kids show up for tryout for that. And then, of course, we do evaluation, so we aren't a rec league. I mean, we are I'd call it a rec plus, but it's a travel league, and you know, one of the things that you don't want to do is get kids on a team and then, you know, you want to set them up for success, I should say. So we know the type of competition we're playing. But we hope to do that same program next year. 7U, 8U, we'll get word out through the Facebook page. Anything that you can put on a bill, whatever, or a
Maybe
water
some
bill.
flyers.
Absolutely. If we can work together on that, that's the key. Whatever avenues you would have, I will definitely put together the messaging to make sure that it gets out. And actually, when we had here, and we weren't just having signs, we were actually engaging with people and asking when we saw a kid that would be a certain age. We were asking. Now, we didn't know if they were here locally or not, but I know we were doing, because we needed to fill some spots. So we were doing. So it wasn't like we were doing nothing, and we're happy to take that a step up, and I'd love to have more and more kids involved from this community.
I'd like to see that, because that was my whole goal, and my whole reason to be in favor of even leasing that to anybody, is because I want the kids of this community to have a place to play ball. And you know, if they ain't, we ain't benefiting really anything from it other than, you know, what work you're doing out there. And then, you know, you guys from out of towns, you know, using the facility that was basically put and built by a lot of people, and donations and blood, sweat, and everything else from a lot of community people that live here in this community.
Yeah, and we have a grandkid
on grandkids and whatnot are getting no benefit about,
Yeah.
you know, why.
One of the community's grandparents, one of their kids is on our teams. I forget her name. She was here at a couple of the meetings, but pretty cool that it was her and her family that were some of the founders that originally built that, and now she has a grandkid that's playing on there. I think that's pretty cool. Well, I mean, I hope, you know, I'll do a better job communicating. I hope that, I mean, I don't want to end it on a negative note, but I guess I just will trust that that the efforts there and pride in the community and the facility does bring more good and quality of life to the community of Atlanta. So we're going to just keep striving for that.
Sounds great.
All right.
Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome. Sorry, so long.
Oh,
Thank you,
you're
Steve.
fine. Thank you, Steve.
When's sign up again?
We will actually have signups like in August. Yep. And we have a website. That's where we post most things. So it's innovexorange.com, and that's where we'll post signups. And then we'll get things posted through the town as well. So, but yeah, absolutely.
Just, I would like more information about it.
Yeah, awesome.
Where we at, Fred? I didn't give myself an agenda.
Any other old business tonight from the floor? Before we move on to new business. Okay, we'll move on to new business. We have a quote here from the Elwood Fire Equipment Company.
I was hoping Andy would be here, but I'm sure you know. When they did our inspection for festival last year, they squeaked us by and said we really, he can't squeak us by again.
Okay.
So that's.
We have a unit, a hood unit over at the shelter house above the stove and deep fryers that needs to be reworked, replaced, it looks like. So we have a quote here of $837.10. So in order to pass our inspection, we need to replace that. So do I hear a motion tonight that we,
Is this money out of the festival fund?
Park fund.
park fund?
Park fund.
Yes,
I'll make the motion. Pay it out.
okay. Do I hear a second?
I second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, Robin, you can proceed with that. We need to schedule a festival meeting.
We really need it to be, like at 6 o'clock before our next meeting, because we gotta pick the scholarship
Okay,
recipients.
okay. So 6 o'clock before our next council meeting, which will be what, the 25th? Is that right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Tuesday, the 25th at 6 p.m. We'll have a festival meeting. And then our regular council meeting will follow at 7.
How do we do that?
Huh?
How do we do that? Because we've never had people, I mean,
Huh?
if it's a public meeting, so if people show up,
Mhm.
but we're picking the scholarship recipient, we don't want anybody to know who that is until,
Can we do it sealed? I don't know.
we've never, every time we've ever done it, no one's been here. I mean, it's always been a public meeting, so we didn't have to.
But nobody's ever.
No, they'll have to
Here, but-
swear to secrecy. Think you can do that? These are high school students.
Because we don't want the
Yeah.
kid to know the kid.
These are high school students.
Yeah, they-
We typically in years past have given $1,000 scholarships to a worthwhile student at Hamilton Heights High School. I think one year we even gave two
2,000.
$1,000 scholarships. So at that meeting, we'll be looking over some applications and we'll make a selection for a worthy student. And
You don't have to worry about me, I won't be in town.
so if you are here and you're more than welcome to attend, we just ask that you keep it confidential.
Is this
That's all we can do, isn't it?
deadline to receive these?
Oh, well,
Do what?
What's the deadline to receive these?
It's already passed.
Okay, so this
So
is.
that's it, yeah,
Okay.
there's not,
Okay.
yeah.
Ron, can you send me eventually the sponsorship
Yeah.
stuff for the festival?
Oh, Jennifer left. Yeah, we'll do that. Jennifer's the,
I'm sure I can shake some.
Great, that'd be great. All right, is there any other new business this evening? Okay, do I hear a motion that we sign the claims and adjourn the meeting?
oh,
Wait.
wait. Do we
Back up.
want to appoint one council member to sign off on the bank recs? I'm already having Jennifer, do them. I'm gonna train Jennifer to do them, and then we can take turns and I can sign off on her for internal controls.
Yes.
But do you wanna appoint one council member to sign off on them? And then I'll just explain the whole thing to whoever it is after the meeting.
Okay. I'd like to appoint Pam Hook. She's willing to do it. I think you're in town most of the time, aren't you? Was?
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll second.
Well, he can't make a
I
motion.
can't make a motion.
Okay, I'll make a motion.
I'll second
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now I'm done.
Okay, any other new business? I'll ask one more time. Okay, I'm looking for a motion again then.
I'll make a motion, I'll motion we sign claims adjourn the meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, meeting adjourned.
Prison break starts at 9 o'clock and
I know it.
I gotta go this way, I'm not gonna make it.
I'm not asking for a sponsorship, but it tells a little bit of our organization on there. So you can just kind of read it and don't worry, this is kind of telling you about our
I see, I see, post, Saturday.